When you look at the people in Pesaprint, you realize that they are not very far away from William Ruto's businesses. There is a guy here who is called Charles Alusala. Charles Alusala is listed as the contact person for Farid Ruto family multiple business companies. So a person who is a contact person for William Ruto's companies is also an owner with Farid Abdul Razak's company that was registered just a few months after, was it a month or weeks after the feasibility study by NTSA was done on 45 billion tender. So you look at Jabir, he has a company called Crop Harmony. It also bought the shares in Pesaprint after the feasibility study for the deal was done. So it's a pleasant coincidence that just after the feasibility study for the tender is done, and the company that was to be awarded the tender, these guys are buying the shares into it. And these guys have very close ties to the head of state. And the tender was awarded without competitive bidding. So at the end of the day, even in the today's instant fines, Pesaprint is going to benefit. So who is going to be pocketing the money from the people on instant fining? Someone has decided to make every motorist his customer. So when I saw this deal, and it was associated to Mama Rachel Ruto, I was thinking, 45 billion. That's pocket change for Mama Rachel Ruto. Why is he going for this tender? I didn't know.
45 billion is pocket change.
Yeah, these people have a lot of money. They have done a lot of business with everything, this country. So they have a lot of money. So when I looked at 5 billion, I couldn't understand why do they go for such an amount of money. They should be going for more money. But then again, today, when I heard that instant fines are being done by NTSA with this Pesaprint thing, then I was like, oh, so they knew where the money will come from. So it's not about public good. It's about extraction. It's bankrupting the people more. And the more these people keep quiet, the more they give them a chance to siphon every blood that they have. Today you are just on the road, you get to your house, you get a text. You've been fined 15,000. And when you don't pay, you are not allowed to do any transaction on the platform of NTSA. Which means you are not even eligible to drive on the road. So they are coming for everything that we have. Because the government is bankrupted, it is aiming at bankrupting the people. So it is actually a trickle-down effect. And some people are thinking that they are immune to these things because they are shouting 2-term and 1-term. It goes beyond that, because when you are on the road, these cameras that have been fitted by Pesaprint, they do not check and see whether you are someone of 1-term or 2-term. They just capture your number plate, then they send you a text. Maybe then later you can go to NTSA and tell them, but I am a 2-term person. Why are you fining me?
They
should label their cars.
I think they should label their cars. So that when the NTSA camera sees that that's a 2-term car, they are not going to fine it.
Yes.
So just like my deputy party leader keeps on saying, that bad leadership eventually catches up with everyone.
And
it eventually catches up. So, when we make noise here, and we are called mad people, we are actually not mad. We care about this country. We care about it because when people own where you live, how you get food, they own the fuel.
They own the road.
They own the road. They have the data on your phone. They know who you talk to, who you send money to, where you get money from. You become a slave. And as Kenyans, we are becoming slaves each passing day. And so as we go forward, it's about us, the people. We cannot wait for the people who are beneficiaries of this all looting to be the ones changing the country.
The project line of this Pesaprint thing and NTSA is very worrying. In 2015, Pesaprint wins competitive tender under Kenyatta administration
Yes.
to supply smart driving licenses.
Yes.
2 years later, March 2017, NTSA signs a 2.03 billion contract with NBK-led consortium for 5 million smart card licenses, 3-year term. 3 years later, March 2020, scheduled end date of original contract, not completed.
Not complete.
How much was owed to there was some money that was owed to Pesaprint.
In 2021, government converts contract to PPP model, owed 2 billion to Pesaprint in pending bills. July 2023, Ruto now is in government. National Treasury approves feasibility study for the 45 billion 21-year PPP. August 2023, Simba Bank Investments, owned by Farid, registered, acquires 51 shares in Pesaprint.
Yes.
You see the pattern?
Yes.
These people are not in Pesaprint.
But
there is a contract going on.
Yes.
Right?
And just after the feasibility study is done,
Yeah.
they acquire shares in that company.
Yes. So there is a feasibility study in June 2023. August 2023, Simba Bank gets in.
And look at the owner of Simba Bank and his relationship with Amaco Insurance.
And Amaco is owned.
And Amaco is owned by who?
Ruto.
So
15% stake.
someone who has a relationship with Amaco Insurance, which is associated with President Ruto, he's having a tender at Pesaprint, which is associated to Mama Rachel Ruto. And now they are getting a tender of installation and smart licenses. There is a pattern of milking.
Well, it is a huge report. People of the internet, you need to read it on Nation, because Nation puts this thing dot by dot, comma by comma.
But now
all the
Nation
relations-
has put it on a paywall, which means that can you someone who cannot get 2,000 per month to pay for it cannot read this information?
Yeah. Can we have the cameras on Odhiambo, please?
Odhiambo is wondering, where did I go?
Because the people keep calling him from, where is Odhiambo? People of the internet, we have to end this now. Odhiambo, we want to give you your last remarks, even as we, because I think the most important thing, anyway, I will say what I have to say.
I think economic liberation is not just about people getting to their economic prosperity. I think it's a war that is longer than what we had imagined. Yeah, I'd imagined that the war in 2027 will just be for us to get to better lives because the money is reserved somewhere and it's not being used appropriately. But you're realizing that the money is not even where you thought it was. The money is actually running away from where we thought it was.
Yes.
And it is being carted out of this country. And I think there is sustained contempt towards the judiciary. There's sustained contempt towards the level of intellectual prowess that Kenyans have. There's sustained effort towards diminishing the gains that have been made in this country. I don't know who will defend Kenyans. Maybe that is for them to decide. People like us would have come out to defend. But nowadays, you come out to defend, they call you. You come out to defend, they come for you.
Now,
People of the internet,
shall
there are
have
things,
to
the
defend
things,
their
the things that we have seen, even as members of this podcast, happening in this country, where trying to speak about some things is also very difficult, and that's why sometimes we find difficulty in being very sober in how we carry out ourselves here.
Yeah.
But sometimes it calls our higher conscience, and that is where we stand at now. That if it means losing some lives, then so be it. But this country is done; it's gone to the dogs.
Mr. Joakim, as we finish,
the people shall have to be defenders of their defenders. When you see someone talking for your interest as a person, don't look at the political affiliations. Pay attention and always be there if that person needs you.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, DAB Radio ndio mpango mzima.